Absent from any pro-Trump alternative media is the fact that President-elect Donald Trump is meeting with globalist kingpin Henry Kissinger, and the implications here are grand and really shows you who is running things behind the scenes. China, after grappling with Trump, turned to Henry Kissinger in order to normalize relations. They recognized Henry Kissinger as the person of influence, as the official shot caller, and had an official meeting with him this past Friday with the president of China to talk about trade and currency policies relating to the new presidency of Donald Trump. They didn't call Donald Trump. They called Henry Kissinger after he had a meeting with Donald Trump, and Henry Kissinger went over to China. This happened after an incident where the Chinese flew nuclear-capable bombers threatening Taiwan before the Taiwanese president actually called Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump recognized this phone call, took the phone call from the Taiwanese, but broke diplomatic relations from 1979, which made it not viable for the United States to recognize Taiwan as a legal, legitimate government. They brokered this deal through Henry Kissinger in 1979, and the United States was not supposed to mention them or even recognize them as an official country. Trump broke that, even though previous presidents before him have sold millions of dollars of weapons to Taiwan. This phone call angered the Chinese, and Henry Kissinger says that he was impressed because the Chinese remained calm. Now, I don't know how flying nuclear-capable weapons with a country that you utterly hate and want to destroy and get rid of is calm, but the Chinese have been acting extremely bullish, especially in response to the United States foreign policy all around the world, and we have seen continual back and forth bickering between each other and war games and drills and also just posturing of power between the two. But it's very interesting that China, again, doesn't call Donald Trump, doesn't have a meeting with him, but Henry Kissinger is sent to do the official bidding of the United States. But he's not really working for the United States. He's really working for the globalists because he's tied in with the Bilderberg Group, CFR, Trilateral Commission, and ultimately he is a mass murderer, a war criminal who has not only pushed globalization all throughout the world since starting his advice of presidents since JFK. He has advised every single president since then, but he has also pushed horrible despotic regime changes and war all over the freaking world, causing mass human suffering in order to push his globalist freaking agenda. And what we're seeing right now, even Jeff Sessions, the chair of Donald Trump's National Security Advisory Committee, said that Donald Trump's foreign policy will be Henry Kissinger's policies, aka globalist policies. And after meeting with him previously, Kissinger even said, don't expect Trump to keep all of his promise. Don't expect Trump to do what he said he was going to do with not starting more wars, with ending globalism, with caring about the American people, because that's ultimately what Henry Kissinger, his whole entire career, was against. And we called this out to you just 2 weeks ago. You said, we said in this video what you should look out for with President Donald Trump. We told you specifically, the globalists have huge influence. Watch out for Henry Kissinger. And then 1 week later, he met with Henry Kissinger. Henry Kissinger went on the national stage and said, Donald Trump, no, he's not going to do what he says. And there's going to be discussions if there's not. And again, we have seen the impact of Henry Kissinger because now Donald Trump has picked a CFR, former Henry Kissinger aide to his cabinet, and also someone interconnected with the Henry Kissinger business that made Henry Kissinger rich. All those videos are available to you on youtube.com/WeAreChange, but we are seeing not the changes that Donald Trump has promised, but we are seeing Henry Kissinger, the man behind the scenes, calling all the shots like we have seen him call throughout decades. Yeah. Scary news. Support us on Patreon. You won't hear this news on any pro-Trump alternative media, but you will hear because we call them like we see them. All the sources will be in the description below. Support us. Subscribe. We're going to have a lot more important information coming here your way on youtube.com/WeAreChange.